Hello everybody, big updates to the WP Simple Boards plugin. Visually, but also functionally, there has been a lot of extra awesome features. Let's dive right into it. What you see here is the new quotes feature. You can send, before starting a board, you can send a quote to your client. You have a title, an email, the client name, a valid until date. You put in the description on your quote, whatever the things are you are going to do for them. You set the price, they get an automatic total, you provide a little bit of extra information. If the client accepts, and this is the cool thing, they just accept by paying a deposit. And in this case, I'm going to ask for them to pay 30% of total. This is their deposit. If they paid it, it will automatically mean for the system they have accepted. And I want the client review workflow template to be automatically applied as soon as they clicked on or as they have paid. You can also just start with an empty board, but you can set up certain templates that just work right out the gate without you having to do anything for it. They also have a retainer contract of 8 hours a month. You can enable this here as well. Simple thing, click on send quote and that's it. We get a little confirmation. Quote is sent to the client. Let's go to the front end view as a client. I have logged in the front end of my client's portal. This is just an automatic email that they get after you sent out the quote. They get an email with a link, they click the link and they are magically logged inside of the front end of their board, and you see the exact same quote inside of their front end view. They can download the PDF and they can just click on pay now and they get redirected through our integration with Mollie, and here they can just pay with whatever you have enabled as payment options. Super quick, super awesome, and you get an immediate confirmation that they have paid. Client has paid, and you see immediately inside of the front end view, they now have different tabs, and inside of the invoices tab you see they have paid the amount here, and it's also clear that they have paid, and we get an automatic 70%. This was 30%, 70% is still unpaid, so this is automatically included as well inside of their portal. And now you will see they have the retainer budget, 8 hours has been applied as we have set in the backend, and also the progress, they have the specific template that's pre-installed at this moment. Let's look at another backend view of a board, a client board, which is a bit more filled in already, so you can see how it looks. You see it looks a bit cleaner. We have visually cleaned up the board. A lot of settings are now behind the more button. You click here to go to the backend settings, the more in detail settings. So this is way less cluttered than it was before. It looks a lot better in my opinion, and also the board itself is way less cluttered. You see by hovering the quick view or the quick action items pop up, but they are disabled by default, so you don't have the cluttered view, so it looks a little bit nicer. Here you see awaiting approval, so we have something that we have asked the client inside of the boards, and the client has to approve this, and they can just do this really easily in the front end. After they have approved it, we will get a notification, and it will also be clear here that this has been approved. We made a specific column for it, client review, so everything that's inside of here needs to be approved by them. As soon as it is approved by them, we just go to the in progress column, and then when we're done we switch it over to the done column. So this way you can really easily go and work off your specific tasks. This is another thing, change request. This is something the client has asked inside of the front end view. Inside of the board they can ask for specific extras. Here has the client typed in shopper should filter by size and finish on /shop, estimated extra work, and they have an estimation of 3.5 hours, and we can just click on OK, we accept this, and we are going to send an addendum. It will open up or it will send automatically an addendum to the client, so it's included in the front end view, and they will automatically be notified this moment. Here you can see the same front-end view. Now I'm logged in as a client again, and you will see this looks also really nice and clean. The quick action doesn't pop up because they don't have to change this. And we will see here with the change requests, as a client I can type in whatever I want to do, and you see the one that was in the backend before, the extra product filter, has been accepted for 3.5 hours, and it will also be inside of the progress bar here. And you see here this addendum has been added, you can see here in the bottom. So this was a quote already there, which they have paid already because there is no payment option anymore. But inside of the quotes, you see a change addendum is waiting for your response because they asked for an extra request. We have accepted it for this amount of money, and I can just click here as a client, I accept it, and now it's inside of the system accepted, and you will see now it has been included as an extra invoice. So it really works seamlessly. They can choose clients, they can click a button, and they automatically will be able to pay it again. And after payment, you just receive a quick email telling you this was paid, and in the backend you will also see it was paid. So I think the new additions are really awesome. It makes it a more complete product. You have an invoice system, you have a payment integration now. We also have the more seamless workflow between backend and frontend, so you can work with your clients without having to give them a WordPress login. You just send them a magic login link, they go straight to the board, they just click on pay, and that's it. So I'm really happy with the progress now. I think it looks a lot better already, and it's also quite functional now. Please let me know in the comments if you would like to see something else, another integration, or if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. Leave a comment, leave a like, helps me spread the word a little bit. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the future.